guys, what's up? My name is Vanessa. I am so excited because I'm going to be doing a skincare video today, which is my bread and butter. I am a licensed medical esthetician. I'm a certified makeup artist, and as of like last week, I'm a registered nurse. Woo woo! So I'm going to be talking all about my favorite skincare products today and stuff that I use on my face that I love and swear by. So just for reference, my skin type is combination. I get very oily in the T-zone, but my skin's also dehydrated, so I like to add a lot of humectants, moisturizers, things like that. My main skin concerns are acne. I'm very acne prone, and also anti-aging, and my skin's also very sensitive. So with all of these products and any product that I put on my face, I try to avoid denatured alcohol, fragrance, essential oils, and then any ingredient that is comedogenic, which means that it can clog your pores and lead to breakouts. With all that being said, even if you have a different skin type than me or different skin concerns than me, you might still be able to benefit from this video because I am going to be talking a lot about just like education with ingredients and products and whatnot. But I do also plan to make videos in the future tailored towards different skin types, so stay tuned for that. And if you see me looking down a lot, it's because I have all the ingredients list pulled up on my computer so that I can tell you guys what is actually in these products. And most of them are pretty affordable. I know that a lot of estheticians are all about medical grade skincare and stuff, which there's not a problem with that, but it's just not my personal journey. Medical grade really isn't a regulated term. That really doesn't mean anything. And a lot of the times it just means that those products are really marked up, like pricing wise, and the ingredients really aren't any better, and sometimes they're worse than products that are much cheaper and not technically marketed as medical grade. So there's that. That's just my opinion from the research that I've done and trial and error on my own skin. Also, I swear I'm going to jump into this video in a minute, but also I just want to say that don't judge these products based off of my skin right now, because I have been super stressed the last few weeks and I've really been slacking on my skincare. I've just been like hardcore studying for the NCLEX so that I could become a registered nurse. So I have avoided literally everything else in my life and just dedicated all my time towards that. So my skin's really going through it right now, but it's for other reasons. It's my own fault. It's not because of these products. So I kind of have these organized based on product categories. So I'm going to start off talking about cleansers. Now, I know that if you're an oily person, you might not love the idea of using an oil cleanser, but I still highly, highly, highly recommend going in with an oil cleanser before you go in with a regular cleanser, because like attracts like. And so if you have oil on your skin, you're going to need an oil cleanser to get that oil off, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Also, an oil cleanser is a lot better at removing makeup and breaking down if you have on, like a sunscreen or makeup products. It's going to be a lot better at removing that without tugging on your skin and having to do things that might lead to premature aging. I like to go with an oil cleanser first. This is only at nighttime. I don't use it in the mornings. And the one that I'm going to recommend is the Face Theory Deeply Nourishing Jojoba Cleansing Oil. This one removes makeup beautifully, and the oils that are in it are not comedogenic. It has jojoba seed oil, argan oil, rosehip oil, cranberry seed oil, lecithin, and vitamin E, and that is literally the entire ingredients list. I love Face Theory. It's one of my favorite brands. I'm never going to say that I recommend a brand as a whole, because literally with pretty much every single brand out there, there's products that I love and products that I don't love. So, but as a whole, I do like Face Theory. Typically, I really like most of their products. And I do have a discount code for you guys. I will put that in the description box. At nighttime, after I go in with my oil cleanser, I like to use a regular cleanser. The one that I'm going to recommend is the Vanna Cream Facial Cleanser. There's nothing special about it. It doesn't do anything fancy. It's just a really, really basic gentle cleanser. Okay, so sorry, my mama was calling me, but as I was saying, the Vanna Cream is just a really basic cleanser. There's nothing special about it, but it's not gonna strip your skin or dry you out, and it also is good at removing makeup if that's what you're using it for. Vanna Cream is a really awesome brand too. Especially if you're somebody who struggles with like eczema, psoriasis, broken skin of any kind, cystic acne, even like anything where your skin is really, really sensitive. Vanna Cream is a pretty universally gentle brand. Another cleanser I want to talk about is Panoxyl. Usually I'll use this when I'm in the shower. I'll go in with my regular cleanser and then I'll use the Panoxyl cleanser and let it sit for about 5 minutes-ish, like 3 to 5 minutes. The key for Panoxyl, so it is a 10% benzoyl peroxide cleanser. You have to let it sit on your skin. If you use it like a normal cleanser and then just rinse it right off immediately, it's not going to work. You have to let it sit on your skin. So, yeah, let it sit for about 3 to 5 minutes. Next thing I'm going to talk about is a toner. I don't really like the word toner because I feel like that insinuates that it's like pH balancing in some way, and that's really not what toners are used for now, like in modern day times. But that's just what it's called, so we're going to roll with that. I know everybody loves the Paula's Choice 2% BHA exfoliating toner, and I also love that one. I've used it for years and years and years, literally since like high school. It served me amazingly. I love it. I love Paula's Choice. But Peach Sauces has one. It's called the Acne Exfoliating Toner, and it's very, very similar but better in my opinion. So it has a 2% salicylic acid. It has arginine, which is good for anti-aging. Allantoin, which is good for calming the skin, reducing redness. Cucumber fruit water in it. Glycerin, which is a humectant. If you don't know, a humectant just means that it helps hold water into the skin, so it keeps your skin more hydrated. So glycerin and hyaluronic acid are very similar. Glycerin's found in like literally almost every skincare product, but for some reason it's just not really talked about. Hyaluronic acid gets all of the glory, even though they're very similar. Centella asiatica extract, which is also an antioxidant, and it helps soothe the skin and help with redness. And then we have acerola fruit extract. I have no idea what that is, but it sounds good. And then lower down on the ingredients list, it has lactic acid and glycolic acid. So those are going to aid in exfoliation. And then the next thing I want to talk about is a retinoid. So retinoids are very, very, very important. It is like the gold standard for skincare. So if you're into skincare, I'm sure you've heard about or you're using a retinoid, and there's a lot of different types. So I can make a video going into depth about retinoids and the different types and how it converts and how your skin uses it and the whole 9 yards. Just for time's sake, I'm not going to go into that right now. But I will say, tretinoin is the strongest other than isotretinoin or Accutane, like a pill form. But as far as like topical, tretinoin you have to have a prescription for. It's the strongest like topical retinoid that you could use. And it helps with anti-aging. It helps with acne because it reduces the stickiness of your skin cells and it increases your skin cell turnover. So tretinoin is amazing. It works fantastically, but it is pretty hardcore and it can dry your skin out when you first start using it, especially at the higher strengths. So I also really, really love Geek and Gorgeous 101 A Game 10 0.1% retinol serum. So a retinol is different from a retinol. It's like a retinaldehyde. So retinaldehyde is stronger and more effective than a retinol. I know this is all very confusing. That's why I'm saying I can make a video that goes more into depth about this. I prefer a retinaldehyde over a retinol, but it is more expensive typically and harder to get a hold of. So the Geek and Gorgeous Retinol Serum that I was just talking about, they have, I think, a 0.05 and a 0.1%. So obviously the 0.1% is going to be a little bit stronger. So if you're somebody who's never used a retinoid, I would start with the 0.05%. But this also has glycerin. It also has allantoin. It has panthenol, which helps with redness and to soothe the skin. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about, I'm sure you've probably heard if you're in the skincare game, it is the COSRX Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence. So it sounds disgusting. It's a snail, it really is like snail mucus. Sounds really, really gross, but it's super hydrating. It's an antioxidant. It's good for anti-aging, and it is also a humectant, so it helps hold the water into the skin. So snail mucin is going to help to repair the skin barrier. It's going to help to hydrate. It could have some anti-aging benefits as well, and it makes your skin feel and look amazing. So I highly recommend the snail mucin serum if you haven't tried it already. If you have a really weak stomach, maybe not, because it really does feel like mucus. It's gross. But I love it. So the next thing is the Timeless 20% Vitamin C and E Ferulic Acid Serum. This wouldn't be a skincare video if I didn't mention a vitamin C, and this one is my all-time favorite. So I know that everyone in the skincare industry is like a die-hard fan of the SkinCeuticals C Ferulic, and I also love it. I've used that one before and I did see good results from it. But this one is a lot cheaper, and it's in an airless pump, where the SkinCeuticals one is in a dropper, like a pipette form. And if you don't know, vitamin C is very, very, very finicky. It doesn't like oxygen, it doesn't like sunlight, it's very unstable. So for maximum efficacy, if you're spending your money and you're taking the time to put something on your skin, I want to know that it's going to be efficient. And so that's why I look for vitamin C's that are in an airless pump. Same with retinoids, peptides, anything like that. You want it in an airless pump if you can. So it has L-ascorbic acid in it, which is the form of vitamin C that they use. It has alpha tocopherol, which is a form of vitamin E. It has panthenol, which I talked about, good for soothing, good for redness. Has ferulic acid, which is an antioxidant, and it's also antimicrobial, so that's a plus. And ferulic acid helps to stabilize the vitamin C. It also has sodium hyaluronate in it, which is a form of hyaluronic acid. So then the next thing is the Ordinary Buffet Plus Copper Peptides 1%. I think they changed the name of this, but I'm pretty sure it's the exact same formulation. If you've never used this one, it comes out blue, which can be a little bit like, oh my god, I don't really want to put like a blue serum on my face, but it doesn't show up blue on your skin at all. This one is also really good for anti-aging, and I'm not going to go through this entire ingredients list, but it is loaded with peptides, along with copper peptides, which have shown to be great for anti-aging. It also has lactococcus ferment lysate in it. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's a probiotic for your skin, and I have seen amazing benefits from this serum. If you're somebody who is concerned about anti-aging, because prevention is so much cheaper and easier than correction, so I highly recommend that serum. So now we're going to talk about moisturizers. The one that has been like my tried and true is the Vanicream Daily Facial Moisturizer. So this is a lightweight moisturizer, so it's awesome if you have oily skin, but it's also super, super hydrating. I know a lot of people with oily skin like a gel moisturizer. I don't love a gel moisturizer because my skin is also dehydrated, and I feel like most like pure gel moisturizers, you put them on, you feel hydrated for a second, and then it's like it all evaporates and you feel dry again. So the Vanicream is a good in-between. It's not too heavy, but it's also like strong enough to where you're going to feel moisturized throughout the day. And it's also packed with ceramides, and the second ingredient in here is squalane, which is very hydrating. It is naturally found in your skin, and this moisturizer feels amazing. Another one that I really love is the Bioma Moisturizing Gel Cream. So this one's a mixture between the gel cream, so you get the best of both worlds. The texture of this one is very similar to the Vanicream one that I just mentioned. And I love this brand. The Bioma brand is so good. They have so many awesome products. The second ingredient in there is glycerin. It also has niacinamide, which is one of my all-time favorite ingredients. It has ceramides in it, lactic acid, panthenol. I just love this moisturizer. Okay, next we're going to talk about SPF. This is like the most important step of my skincare routine. So my all-time favorite SPF, I think I talked about it in my Amazon video. It's the Isn't-Tree Hyaluronic Acid Watery Sun Gel SPF 50 PA 4+. This sunscreen, I feel like it's so rare that you put on an SPF and you don't feel it on your face, you know what I mean? Like, usually they're really heavy and like thick and just not the best feeling, especially if you're oily. But this one feels amazing. It's so hydrating. It gives you a gorgeous glow. It works beautifully under makeup. Like, I could go on and on and on about it. I kind of struggled finding the ingredients list for this, which is a little weird, but I think I finally found it. This has niacinamide in it. It has ceramides. It has Centella asiatica, fig fruit extract, tons of different forms of hyaluronic acid. It has vitamin E. It's just packed with all of the goodies. I love, love, love the sunscreen. If you haven't tried it, you definitely should give it a whirl. And then I've also talked about this sunscreen as well. This is the Color Science Total Protection Face Shield Flex SPF 50. And this one is a little bit, it's a tinted sunscreen. This comes in multiple different shades. I wish they would put out more shades, but that's just me. This is a mineral sunscreen, so if you have sensitive skin or you're pregnant or you just prefer a mineral sunscreen for whatever reason, this is your girl. It's zinc oxide 12% is the form of sunscreen that they use, and this also has niacinamide in it, bisabolol, which helps with redness and calming your skin. It also has allantoin, has some antioxidants in it, and then hydrogenated lecithin, which is an emollient. I think that is all I have to talk about. I feel like I kind of flew through this because I felt like it was going to be a million years long. I could literally talk somebody's head off about skincare. So I can definitely do a more detailed video, like breaking down skincare ingredients and how they work, you know, like different forms of vitamin C, different forms of retinoids, all that kind of thing. So just let me know if that's something that anybody is interested in, and I can definitely do that. And like I said, I hope to make videos tailored towards other skin types as well. So be on the lookout for that. But with all that being said, I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you got something out of this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!